He is the mountain that the federal judiciary is built upon.
Tapping into the past.
We're extraordinarily fortunate here at the John Marshall House because it really never left the family's hands.
Poring over a new approach to interpret a colossus of the courts.
John Marshall was true to form no matter where he was. He and his family lived here from 1790 until he passed away in 1835.
John Marshall, the Chief Justice credited with shaping the Supreme Court.
This is John Marshall's family dining room.
Slept, ate, and sipped inside his home at 9th and Marshall.
He did love to drink, and he loved to drink with friends and colleagues.
The judge's favorite libation?
Well, he had a taste for Madeira that's well known.
Madeira, a fortified and punch-packing wine from Portugal.
I have zero doubt that he was drinking Madeira in this very room.
Jennifer Hurst-Wender with Preservation, Virginia.
It's remarkable. This is one of the most fun objects that we have in our collection.
Says some liquid gold from the early 1800s survived.
Just to kind of imagine that this liquor could have been enjoyed by John Marshall and his contemporaries. It's really neat.
Beer City, USA.
Modern-day drinkers in Richmond may soon be able to toast the judge with a taste from his collection. 5 miles away.
Wake that yeast back up. So what I'm going to do is pour the liquid yeast into this wort.
And 183 years after Marshall's death.
That's a habitable zone for the yeast to thrive.
Danny Fain at Arden Craft Ales soaks in yesteryear.
I'm blending history and beer together, and it's a way of sharing the past.
The brewer hoping to serve up the 19th century.
Yeah, I'm getting a little nervous, you know, we're getting close to it.
Later this month, a biologist armed with a syringe will remove a small sample of Marshall's Madeira.
I love recreating historic recipes.
The goal, grow enough of the nearly 2-century-old yeast for batches of 21st century suds in a city awash in craft brews.
It's beer, it's history, it's science. It's a great thing.
Danny says the chances of propagating the yeast may be slim, but it's worth a shot.
To have a story behind what you're drinking, I think people really dig that, especially here in Richmond. There's a lot of history.
Back at John Marshall's home, historian Jennifer Hurst-Wender is bubbling with excitement.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
The pint glasses filled with possibilities seem endless.
John Marshall is one of the most interesting historic figures that I can think of in this country.
With fingers crossed, Jennifer says the project will at least humanize one of Richmond's most towering figures.
Well, that's our hope. That is our hope.
Raise the glass. It's an experiment proving history is rarely dry.
I think that John Marshall would be so on board. I think that he would be first in line to try the end product, absolutely.